在今天的影片当中，我们会向大家介绍留学行李的清单。对于初次准备去英国的同学们，可能最头疼的就是出行前的准备了。到底要带一些什么过去呢？什么生活用品、服装等等问题，都是很多第一次留学的同学很头疼的问题。毕竟国际航线卡得严，哪些东西该带，哪些不必带，如果不提前了解好，既浪费了行李额不说，也可能给之后入境英国和开始留学生活带来不必要的麻烦。在影片的最后，我们会向大家介绍千万不能带的行李，同时也非常欢迎大家在留言栏告诉我们，你觉得出门在外最重要或者最鸡肋的行李是什么？
There are a lot of things you need to take into consideration when traveling for study abroad. That's why we're breaking down what is essential to pack for your year abroad. These are just some guidelines to follow and can be tweaked to fit your needs, so don't be afraid to get creative and tailor it for what fits you.
Hey, 大家好，我是 Amber。
Hey, 大家好，我是烧麦。
欢迎大家回到我们的频道，在这里我们主要向大家分享英国的留学以及生活，同时也会向大家分享在英国工作的经验。如果你有兴趣的话，请记得要订阅这个频道，点开这个频道旁边的小铃铛。那我们现在开始吧。必带行李，首先就是证件类，护照和护照复印件，可以买一个护照夹单独放，后期登机的时候可以把登机牌也放进去，拿放呢会比较方便。签证相关的文件，比如说 CAS 体检证明、学历证明、雅思成绩等，还有就是入学文件，比如说正式的 offer、学费收据、汇款单元件等等。这些文件之后入境会用到，要和登机行李一起放，千万不要托运。还有就是驾照和证件照等等，这些东西呢，建议大家统一用一个文件夹装好，也方便到时候过海关时候拿出来检查。
You must declare cash of £10,000 or more to UK customs if you're travelling between Great Britain, so that's England, Scotland and Wales, and a country outside the UK. If you're travelling as a family or group with more than £10,000 in total, even if individuals are carrying less than that, you still need to make a declaration.
如果带现金超过1万英镑以上呢，需要向海关申报，而且带大量现金在身边也不安全。但是考虑到同学们刚到英国，有很多东西需要添置，办当地的银行卡也需要时间，所以可以适当的多带一点，比如说500镑到2-3千镑左右的现金都可以。去到英国之后办英国的银行卡，父母给你打生活费和自己取现金呢，都可以在这张卡上进行，所以带适量的现金过渡就好。 UK plug adapter.
Chances are you are using a different plugging system in your home country, and you will need to use a UK plug adapter for your electronic tools. The electrical sockets in the UK are 3-pronged and set up completely differently than the 2-pronged US and EU sockets. You can buy these over here, but you will want one on your first night to charge your phone, iPad, laptop, or for your hair straightener or curling iron. You can buy them from Amazon or any travel luggage store. If you don't have an adapter, add it to your list before you need to buy it in an expensive tourist shop in the airport.
聊到吃的，万能的中超基本什么都可以买到，从粮食到零食、调料，包括但不限于，比如说速冻饺子、包子、各种面条、泡面、老干妈、酱油、蚝油、辣椒油等等各种调料，八角、丁香、花椒、香叶等各种香料，火锅底料，徐福记、旺旺、大白兔应有尽有。只是呢，比国内的价格略贵一点，但是也可以在接受的范围之内。另外一个很需要带的就是电饭锅，最好带一个能够定时、功能强大，煮饭煮粥、煲汤炖肉都可以用的，体积不用太大，可以节省很多的时间和精力。电饭锅在这里也可以买到，但是功能就只有煮饭。不过实在没有行李带的小伙伴也不用担心，在 Amazon 也可以买到功能强大的电饭锅，只是呢价格略贵一点。热水壶不用带，英国人非常喜欢喝茶，随处可以见热水壶。
As it was pointed out before, the weather in Britain can be very unpredictable, but packing a few jumpers will save you. You will want to pack a heavy coat for winter and more layers that are short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts and cardigans, or thin jumpers for summer. Don't forget to pack a few pairs of comfortable pants and black jeans. Most Londoners typically wear dark colours, so if you want to blend in a bit more, bring darker colour clothing items. Also, pack a couple of summery items like a bathing suit and shorts just in case you want to book a weekend trip to Spain. And sometimes it can even be warm in the UK.
英国属于温带海洋性气候，常年多雨，还有妖风阵阵，跟国内的气候很不一样。所以其实国内的衣服带过来也不太适应英国的天气，适当带一些换洗衣服就够了。其他的可以来了再补充。英国的衣服并没有想象中那么贵，而且还挺经常打折的。对于想带保暖厚衣服的同学呢，厚外套和防风效果好的冲锋衣会比毛衣实用很多。因为英国室内暖气都很足，一般都是薄打底加厚外套的搭配。除了衣服之外，如果你的鞋号偏小，也可以多带几双鞋来，因为在这里3号就是国内的36号以下的鞋就属于童鞋区域了。Rain jackets.
A rain jacket is absolutely needed because it rains a lot in Britain, no matter what season. It will keep you warm and dry in the winter, but also, since it can rain during the summer here, having a lightweight jacket really helps. While you can always buy one from here, it can be handy if you already have one when you wake up to a rainy day in your first week. Opting for more functional ones that can be rolled up into your bag will also be really helpful. You can also choose to get more than one option for different occasions, such as one for outdoor activities and one for more formal situations.
在这边买衣服最便宜的就是 Primark， 和淘宝一个价。比 Primark 贵一点的有 Zara、H&M、Topshop 之类的，各种高中低端品牌都很多，选择范围很大。但要注意以下2种情况：第一，就是这边的衣服基本都是欧美风，喜欢日韩小清新可爱风格的呢，请自带衣服。第二，就是这边的衣服普遍码数较大，但是大部分品牌都有 petite 系列。有同学问需不需要正装和正式的礼服，答案是需要的，但是使用频率并不高，可以过来买。其实来了之后才发现，大家开会呀，去一些重要的场合，穿着也是比较随意的。Umbrella.
In Britain, it rains less than you would think, but a travel umbrella is essential to keep in your bag and it's going to save you from a lot of wet hair days. A raincoat could be a replacement for an umbrella, but the weather can be so unpredictable that you may just want to carry an umbrella in your bag just in case, even on warmer days. But we suggest buying a really sturdy one first time around, so you don't have to keep buying a new one every time it breaks, because the cheap ones do break. Carry one with you every day, because one minute it can be sunny and the next it can be pouring with rain.
基本药品，建议同学们带一些自己惯用的药品，比如说在国外很难买到的中成药。但是有一点要注意，像是止咳糖浆、肠胃宁这类常用药，在英国海关是属于违禁药。有动物成分的中药呢，也过不了海关。
Don't forget to pack your medical prescriptions if there are any that you take regularly, rather than getting them when you're in Britain. You can still get some medicines over the counter here, but anything prescribed by your doctor is important to pack. Bringing some unopened prescriptions can be easy too, as many doctors will prescribe you more than you need so that you can have it for the duration of your program abroad. It's especially important if you have a medical condition that requires you to take your medicine regularly. It's important to carry the prescription along with the actual medicine in case anyone at the airport asks. Pack medicine from home to avoid getting caught off guard while in Britain and having to wait to get a prescription.
电子产品，手机就不必多强调了。另外还建议同学们提前准备一个好的电脑、相机、U 盘、大容量硬盘等常用的电子产品。因为税率的原因，在英国的电子产品普遍较贵。还有很多人会忽略的一点，就是带了国内的电脑出国，万一遇到问题需要维修甚至重装系统，国外呢是没有中文系统的，所以如果你没法适应英文系统，也可以以防万一考一个中文的系统盘带过来。对于英文基础较弱的同学呢，也可以带一支录音笔，方便把老师上课内容录下来之后复习用。
Everyone has a laptop these days, and it's essential whether you're studying or working. It's especially important if you're studying abroad, as you will need it to complete assignments, book flights and hotels, and even Skype to your family and friends. Studying on your tablet may not be enough when you need to write an actual essay or work on some websites that may not work as well on tablets. Don't forget to get a nice protected case to carry it on the plane. Also, taking your laptop on your weekend trips may be risky, so you may want to leave it in your flat in London or wherever you stay in Britain.
还有就是床上用品、文具和日用消耗品、厨具等，在当地的超市都可以买到。常见的购物网站有 Tesco、Argos 和 Amazon 等。尤其不要带电磁炉，因为容易引发跳闸，而且有的学生宿舍也不让用，有被没收的风险。最后就是要和大家聊一聊千万不能带的行李。首先，自然就是海关明令禁止的违禁品，比如说管制刀具、武器等等。不用多说，相信大家在这方面都是守规矩的好孩子。但是中国留学生过阴沟海关，每年都有被拦下来的例子。基本问题都出现在行李上，而且行李问题很大一部分都出现在食物上。以下就是有几类很容易触雷的食品。第一，所有肉类或者含有肉类的产品，像是香肠、牛肉干、肉脯、肉松等；含有肉类或者猪肉制造的月饼，有肉类酱包的方便面等。第二，就是所有的奶类制品，比如说速溶奶茶、速溶咖啡、奶糖等奶酪以及奶酪制品。第三，就是调料品，包括火锅底料、下饭酱、老干妈等等。其实呢，这些容易触雷的东西，在英国当地的中超都有卖的，本地超市也开始出现了中国的调味品，比如说 Tesco， 可能呢会比国内稍微贵一点，但实在没有必要冒被关小黑屋的风险，到当地其实再买就可以了。关于行李，今天就和大家讲到这里，希望能对将要留学你们有帮助。有任何关于留学和英国生活的问题，请在留言栏告诉我们哦。
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and comment any thoughts below. And if you have any questions, please comment them too. In our next video, we are going to be talking about the first and most important things to do when you arrive in Britain. So, see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.